lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be my Shop My Stash for the month of February. So how I normally do these videos is I will take you guys along with me as I pull the products, and then after that I'll be doing a trying on of all the products on my face. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, so to no further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right on into this video. Alrighty, so first thing I'm going to be picking is the palette, and the palette that I chose this month is the Natasha Denona Anya palette, I think is how you say the name. Just a pretty simple nude palette, very much up my alley because I do love my nude palettes, so I'm pretty excited to be using this one this month. I think I've only used this palette maybe once, so yeah, it'll be good to refresh my memory on this palette. So there's the eyeshadow palette for this month. Alright, so I'm going to be choosing my setting spray first, and I'm not really sure what I want to use. I think I'm just going to pull this one here. This is the Smashbox or Shield setting spray here. So I'm choosing this one. Alright, so now moving on to foundation. I have quite a few to select from. I'm going to choose this one. I can't remember if I've used it in a while, but this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator foundation here, so I'm going to choose this one. Alright, so that's everything here, so let's move on down to my drawers now. Alright, so I'm definitely feeling more of like a nude shade right now, so I think I'm going to mostly pick nudes today. I'm choosing this one here from Bite Beauty and this one from Ofra Cosmetics, even though they don't exist anymore. This one is in the shade Good Job, I don't know how you say that. And this one is in the shade Mocha. So here's the Bite Beauty one, and then here is the Mocha one. So I'll pick those two lipsticks. Then over here, like I said, I'm really feeling my nudes today, so I'm going to choose these two from ColourPop. Actually, no, one's from Milani. I thought it was ColourPop, but it's Milani. So one from ColourPop, one from Milani. This is in the shade Charming, and then this one is in the shade, and then this one is in the shade Starling. So we got Charming and Starling. And I think I'm actually going to choose a gloss this time, so let me look over here. I'm going to choose this one here from Catrice Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Raspberry Cream. I think that'll go well with the nudes. Alright, so now moving on to the next drawer. Alright, so mascara first. I'm going to choose this one here from Stila. This is the Huge Extreme Lash Mascara here, so choosing that. Then for concealer, I'm going to choose this Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Swan. Now for brow product, I am going to pull this Anastasia one. I recently got this one in BoxyCharm. This is the Anastasia Brow Dip Pomade. I really was impressed with this the first time I used it, because I've used it once so far, and I really liked it, so I want to for sure pull this one this month. Alright, and then for last in this drawer, setting powder, I'm going to choose another one that I recently got, Bareminerals Original Mineral Veil Powder. It's in the shade Translucent. So that's everything for this drawer, so moving on down. Alright, so bronzer time. Alright, my drawer looks kind of bare because I just did a declutter from this drawer, so yeah, it looks bare to me. Yeah, I'm going to choose this one from ColourPop. I haven't actually tried this one yet. This is their ColourPop. I think it's like the only bronzer they have. It's in the shade Coconut Beach. And it's a pressed powder bronzer. It may not be the only one that they have, but maybe the only powder form they have. I don't know. Anyways, I'm choosing this one because I haven't tried it yet. Now for blush. Let's see. What do I want to use? I'm going to pull this Hourglass one. This is in the shade Diffused Heat. Here's what it looks like. I haven't used this one much, so it's high time that I get some use out of it. So choosing this one. So moving on down to highlighters now. Alright, last drawer. Let's see. What do I want to use this month? I'm going to pull this one here from Ofra Cosmetics. This is in the shade Retrograde. I haven't actually tried this one yet, so excited to do so. So that's going to do it for highlighters. Alright, so that's everything. That's all the products picked out. So now it's time to do the try on part. Alright, so now that everything has been picked out, it's time to try it on my face. So starting off with the foundation first. So the foundation I pulled is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator Tinted Skin Veil Foundation. I honestly don't even know if they sell this anymore. I don't normally stay in the loop with everything that gets discontinued. You know, there's so many products that every company is coming out with, and it's hard to keep track of anything. So if there is anything in this video that has been discontinued, I apologize. I don't really limit myself to only using what you can still buy because I'm not a salesperson. So I'm just using what is in my stash. Alright, so going in with this, I don't think I said what the shade was, but if you are curious, it is in the shade Fair or Pale is what it says on the back. I do know I've used this a couple times and I did like it. I think if I remember correctly, it is a little bit on like the lighter side coverage wise. So I will probably have to build it up a little bit because I do have a couple of little pimples here and there that need to be covered up. Alright, so I guess I'll just chat with you guys while I'm doing this. So, I feel like it's been a while since I've done one video where I'm actually on camera. I mean, I know I just did my unboxing. That was like the first one in a while that I had done. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did disappear for like a week or so. Where I've been consistently posting videos twice a week for, I would want to say a couple of years now. But I did decide to take a week off. For one, I got sick, and then I did take a break for a bit because I don't know. I was getting a little burnt out, I guess, in a way. And I just needed to take a little break. And so I did. I didn't announce it or anything because, well, for one, I don't have enough subscribers that I have the community tab, or else I would have kept you informed there. And I don't know if all of you guys follow me on Instagram, so I didn't really know if it was worth mentioning. And honestly, it was kind of like just a last minute break for me. Like, I just decided, you know what, I just need a little bit of a mental break. But anyways, it was a good break. But I did decide, and I'm going to announce it on here right now, that I'm going to cut back to doing videos once a week. Like I said, I was getting burnt out, and it's not necessarily that I don't enjoy filming, but I was kind of struggling to keep up with my schedule. Not necessarily posting, but filming. Like, I was running out of ideas to film, and I didn't just want to just film just to post a video. Like, I want my content to be good content, and I want to enjoy what I'm filming. So I decided just to cut back to once a week. I only did the twice a week because, you know, they talk about on YouTube, the more you post, you know, consistently, the algorithm and all that will pick up on you, and that's how you grow. And I did do that for a while, but I really haven't noticed it, like, increasing my views or, like, my subscriber count. And so I was just like, you know, this is burning me out posting twice a week every week just because I'm running out of video ideas. So I would rather just cut back to once a week and not get burnt out than to be pushing myself to do twice a week just in hopes that I'll grow faster. Because like I said, I really didn't notice it helping me grow faster. I think it really depends on what video I post. Some videos do really well over others. So that's just a little announcement. You'll only be seeing me once a week now. And I did get sick, and I think I got COVID or whatever it was. I didn't go get tested or anything just because I didn't really see the point in it, unless just to confirm. But, you know, I stayed home. I didn't go out while I was sick. And the only reason I think I might have gotten it is I did run a fever for a bit, like 3 days or so, and I did lose my sense of smell. I didn't lose my taste, but I did lose my sense of smell, which I thought was weird because I hardly ever lose my sense of smell. and I wasn't really like on my nose and stuff. I was a little bit congested, but I wasn't enough to where I would think I would lose my sense of smell. So that's the only reason I think I may have gotten it. But just stayed home for a week or so until I was all better. But yeah, other than that, I've been doing pretty good. How has everyone been? Like I said, I've missed you guys during the whole week that I was sick and stuff. I couldn't do anything. But I'm getting back into the groove of things. I know my last video wasn't a declutter video, and I have been starting my declutter series here. And next video should be my declutter of my eyeshadow palettes, which is probably the one that everyone's looking forward to because that's always the bigger one. Anyways, alright, moving on to concealer as I talk. Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It's in the shade Swan. Just going to go in. The foundation, like I said, it's lighter, but you can build it up somewhat. So yeah, but it's a nice foundation, I think. I do have some dry areas today, so I feel like the foundation is not really accentuating it that bad, but it is, like, I can just see, but I just knew my face. It's been so dry here with the weather, so it's not surprised, but I think it looks fine and natural. I just know there's a couple little pimples that are still kind of peeking out that I'm going to conceal with the concealer. Anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, I've been getting back on track with videos. The next one should, like I said, should be my declutter on my eyeshadow palettes. So I haven't forgotten about that. And yeah, other than that, I have been making a lot of those resin kind of art project things, or whatever you want to call them. I make bookmarks and coasters and other things like that, which I've actually started selling them. I have a friend who has like a Facebook page that she's been selling stuff on, and she's let me sell stuff on her page. So I've been selling them there. I've been making them and giving them to her to post, and that's actually been going pretty well. The bookmarks that I make have been a pretty big hit. Not like huge, but like they're the ones that sell the fastest over the coasters and things. So that's been fun, and it's been kind of like a boost to my self-confidence too. It's not really about making money, but it is kind of nice that people want to buy things that I make. So that's been nice. So I've been busy with that, and then I've gotten back into crocheting because I used to crochet a lot, and then I kind of took a break because I was doing other stuff. I was doing YouTube and stuff. But I found a couple of patterns that I really liked, and I've been making some winter hats because it's cold here right now. I don't know if I'm going to sell those. I may see if those might sell. Because like I said, I'm really not into making, of course making money is nice, but it's not about, making tons of money or anything. But it is nice that, because I love making stuff, but then I make a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? Because I can only give it so much to my family and friends, because I have been giving people those resin bookmarks a lot. Like, I gave some to my in-laws, and they really liked them, and they actually asked me for a couple more if I could make them a couple more, which I need to do. And then I was going to make one for my nephew, and yeah, I've made several. I've made one for myself, and then I made several for my husband because he really likes them, and then one of his friends asked if I could make him one. So it's been fun. Yeah, then I started, like I said, crocheting again. I've been crocheting hats, and I made one for my sister, and I'm currently making one for my husband. And then I'll probably make one for myself because the pattern that I found on YouTube I really like, and it turns out really well. So yeah. So needless to say, I've been a pretty busy bee, and it's been great. I've been enjoying being busy. We actually have a trip coming up soon. We're gonna, I don't really want to say where we're going, but anyways, we're gonna go skiing at a ski place, so that's gonna be fun. Or I'm gonna ski. My husband's gonna snowboard, but we're going with a bunch of family and friends, so that's gonna be really fun. My sister's actually going with us this year, because we usually do this like every year. We'll go and go skiing. Get a group together. Alright, so breaking my story. Alright, so now I'm going to set my face. I'm going in with the Bareminerals. Original Mineral Veil Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. Anyways, every year we try to get family and friends together and we'll all go rent a place, like a house or something, like a kind of like Airbnb or whatever. And so we can all lodge together. That's always fun, you know, have a good time, go skiing or snowboarding. So I'm looking forward to that. So moving on to bronzer. We have the ColourPop Coconut Beach Bronzer here. Like I said, and when I was picking stuff out, I haven't actually tried this yet, so hopefully it'll work for me. It looks like it will, but we will see, hopefully. I went out yesterday when I was out running errands and things, bought some seeds and some starter kit planter things to start planting for my garden again. I'm going to try to garden again. This time I think my husband's actually going to build me like boxes, like flower bed box things, you know, whatever they call those, to plant in and use those as my garden, like flower beds. Because just planting directly on the ground, it requires a lot of weeding and stuff, and it's just me doing it. I mean, my husband's like, you're the one that wants to do this, so you're going to have to keep up with it. I mean, if I asked him for help, you know, he probably would, but I'm trying to do this on my own. And plus, I have the most time because he works and everything. So, to make it easier on myself, I asked him to build me some flower beds so I could just, you know, fill those with dirt and plant into those, and it'd be easier to maintain. At least I'm hoping it will be, which I think it will be. And then I don't know when. My husband said probably this year, but I'm not trying to rush him. But he is going to build me a greenhouse, which is going to be really nice. Maybe if you guys are interested in that, I'll do like a greenhouse tour once I get it all done. Someday. Or maybe I'll just post it on TikTok. Because I do have a TikTok account, but I don't really post that often. And I don't actually post makeup stuff. I mean, I do like a little bit of makeup on there, but mostly my TikTok, it's just whatever I'm doing or whatever I want to post on there. I don't really have like certain content that I post on there, or whatever you want to call it, a theme, or yeah. Alright, so that bronzer's on. I think it looks pretty nice. It blended on fairly well. You know, pigmented, but not overly pigmented. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad the color worked for me. I mean, I figured it would, but you know, sometimes you don't know until you try it, so I'm glad that worked out. Alright, moving on to blush now. Hourglass Diffused Heat. This is one of their ambient lighting blushes. I'm going to pop this on real quick. Yeah, this color is actually really pretty. I was kind of hesitant because you know, it has like a lot of that white color in there. I was afraid it wasn't going to be very pigmented, but yeah, it's pretty pigmented, I'd say. Alright, so that works really well. I think I don't remember ever using this. Like, I know I have it. It was obvious that it had been used, but it's been a while. But yeah. Alright, moving on to highlighter now. Ofra Retrograde highlighter here. I will say I'm probably going to stick more to the cream colored side. I'm not a big like purple and odd color highlighter fan, but this one does, maybe it might be light enough I could mix them. Yeah, I may be able to mix them. I'll mix the two. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for spring because I'm going to do a lot of planting again. I'm going to try to. Last year my garden was a fail because it got overrun by weeds. I just wasn't able to keep up with it. That year was weird. We had a lot of rain all of a sudden, and yeah, then it was too wet to go out there, but by the time I could get out of there, the grass had grown so much, and yeah, it was a good learning year for me, I will say that. Anyways, I'm also excited to like plant flowers and things and kind of make the front of the house look nice. I bought like this little kit thing from kind of a country store thing. They had them on sale. But it's like supposed to be a bunch of flowers that hummingbirds like, which I'm pretty excited to plant, and hopefully they'll grow. We have hummingbirds out here. Not like a ton of them, but I mean, if I put my hummingbird feeder out during springtime and summertime, I will see hummingbirds come and visit. And, you know, you can get quite a few of them out here if they know that there's food. So I'm hoping I can plant some flowers that'll attract more, and then they can just, you know, feed from the flowers, because it's supposed to be flowers that they like. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Oh my goodness, I just realized this whole time I forgot to do my brows. So I'm going to do my brows now. Don't know how I completely missed that step. You guys have just been staring at me browless. I'm so sorry. Anyways, moving on to brows. So, Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It's in the shade Dark Brown. I'll show you what it looks like. So, it did come with this brush. I got this, like I said, in BoxyCharm. And it came with this brush. So I'm just going to use the brush that it came with. And I'm just going to do my brows real quick. Anyway, so I'm excited to be planting more flowers. I love flowers, and I love experimenting and kind of like seeing what grows and what doesn't. And just seeing what kind of flowers I can get to grow out here. So that's going to be fun. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow palette. So Natasha Denona Anya palette, I'm just going to start using these colors here. Probably just going to go straight in. I guess I'll just go in with the shade first. Use that as my base. So I've been watching Netflix recently. They put on a new show recently. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a Korean show, or yeah, Korean. It's a Korean show. It's about zombies. I like me zombie movies, zombie TV shows. I didn't actually like The Walking Dead, which is, I guess, weird because that's all about zombies, but it's kind of all about zombies. If you watch the show, you know, like the first 2 or 3 seasons or more, or the 2 seasons were mostly about zombies, and then it kind of got more about people, and that's when I kind of got bored of it or didn't like it anymore. Is when it became more about people against people, because I don't really like that. But anyways, they recently added a new Korean zombie show on Netflix, and I binge watched that the other day. Me and my husband did. And I thought it was okay. It wasn't like the best show ever, but it wasn't, you know, it was it was entertaining. Yeah, I don't know, I like a variety of shows, but I do like horror shows a lot more. But like I said, I do kind of like a variety. I like some dramas, I like romances, I like action, fantasy. Some sci-fis are okay. My husband's more into like the sci-fi shows. Like, he likes Star Trek and all that, which I didn't mind watching Star Trek and stuff. Like the older shows, those are entertaining, but I'm not crazy about sci-fi. Alright, that's all on, so now I'm going to go into this shade over here. And kind of buff that out on the lid as well. No, I don't think I'm going to do too much of this shade, because this shade's actually pretty dark. Alright, so now that that's all on, I'm going to go into this dark brown shade here and smudge that out on the corner, the outer corner. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I think I'm going to go into this shade today. It's kind of like a green shimmer shade. Yeah, it's a green shimmer shade. I'll pop that on the lid. It's a very pretty shade. Alright, so that's what I'm basically going to do with the eyes. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the bottom lash line and do eyeliner off camera, and then I'll be back to try out the rest of the products. Alright, so my eyes are all done. I have my eyeliner and everything on, so now it's time to move on to mascara. Using the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara here. I'm just going to pop this on real quick. I will show you what the wand looks like. It's nothing special. It's your typical wand, and nothing too fancy about it. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with this real quick. Alrighty, so that is all on. So now I'm going to go in with this lip color here from ColourPop. This is the Ultra Body Lip and the shade Starling. I'm just going to put this all over. So I'm just going to apply this real quick, and then I'll probably put some gloss on as well, because my lips be dry right now. So once this dries down, I'm going to put the Catrice Cosmetic Liquid Lip Balm. It's called a lip balm, but it's basically like a lip gloss on top, and this is in the shade Raspberry Cream. So that's all dry now, so I'm going to apply this on top, just to give my lips a little shine and to hide the fact that they're pretty dry right now. Alrighty, and then last but not least, I'm just going to set my face using the Smashbox or Shield Primer. It says primer water, but it's a setting spray. Alright, and then that's everything on. So yeah, pretty happy with the selection for this month. I know I say that every month, but I do really try to only keep what I love in my collection. So if it's in my collection, it's stuff that I'm usually loving, unless it's something new that I just haven't tried yet. Alright, so let me just run through everything real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything. Love the foundation. I've used it before. It's great. Love the concealer. Again, I've used this one before, so that one's another great one. The only thing that I haven't really used much of is the palette. This is like my second, I think, time using it, and I do like it. I am kind of concerned that I may get a little bored with it, but maybe I won't, because sometimes the one thing I struggle with having small palettes like this is you are super limited to what look you can come up with, because you have only so many, shades here. But this one, I do like more of the shades in this one. I love these kind of like taupe brown shades, and I always love having a dark brown to deepen up corners. The only thing is, maybe I just wish that it was, I don't know, the shimmer shades are maybe the only part that I would get a little bored with. I like green, but I really wish this was like a gold shade or maybe like a silver shade. Bronze shades are good, but I don't know. I really wish it was like a silver or a gold or something. But we will see. Maybe I'll be surprised and I'll end up really loving this palette. I don't know. It's just, it's limited, but the quality is really good. So, yeah. So, we will see how this goes. I'm excited to use it, but I know myself, so that may be an issue. But anyways, and then the bronzer. I like the bronzer. It was my first time using it, and I think it looks really good on the skin, so I'm pretty happy with that. The blush I was surprised with. I didn't know if I was going to like the shade, because like I said, it just kind of looks, I was afraid it was going to be too light for me, but I think it actually looks really pretty on my skin, and they added a really nice blush. The highlighter I didn't really say much about. I think it looks good. I actually did mix the two, and I don't think that purple was too heavy. I did focus more on the yellow side than I did the purple side, but I did kind of mix it, so I always love Ofra highlighters, so yeah. And then the Bareminerals is new, but I've used it before and I liked it, and I think it looks pretty fun on the skin. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the selection this month. But yeah, that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because that really does help with my channel. And also let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of my picks for this month. Did you guys have any of these products? And if you do, are any of them your favorite? And let me know down below, because I love chatting with you guys down there. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!